Hey everyone, welcome back to a much anticipated deals of the week. This is Rachel with Lo-Casa, and today we're going to be going through a few different opportunities. All of them vary, they're a little bit different, all in different locations as well. But really excited to run through these. And then also just want to note, as always, if you guys are not seeing all 200 plus properties on our platform when you log in, it likely means that you're a standard user. So standard users are only able to see single family homes, condos, and townhomes that have been on our website for a month or longer. So if you are only seeing a fraction of this, that means that you are not a paid user. If you do become a paid user, you're able to see every single opportunity that comes in real time, and you're also able to see apartments in that total. So that's one of the great things about being a paid user. Not only that, you get discounts on acquisition fees, a bunch of other perks. So if you have questions around it, be sure to reach out or just inquire through our website. We include all of the pricing and information on the homepage. So jumping right into it, the first deal that stands out is this pool home in Houston, Texas. This is a great opportunity because if you look at the rent price, it's only $2,100, but you're getting a 3-bedroom with a pool. Just a really great opportunity here with strong projections. And when I say strong projections, what I really mean is healthy. Obviously, the projections are showing about $41,000 a year, but if you look at this property, it's modern, it's clearly been renovated, it's in good working condition, and then it has a pool. I don't think that this $41,000 is truly accounting for the pool. I think because it's pulled from AirDNA, it's just taking the other 3 bedrooms in the area, which likely don't have a pool, and they're giving you that average. I'm sure that this can make much, much more, especially with the look that it has, in addition to that amenity. So they want first month's rent and security deposit. They also want an additional $200 a month for pool maintenance. I'm sure that this is something that could potentially be split or worked out. Even at $2,300 a month, you're still doing a pretty good job. 3-bedroom, 1.5 bathroom. It's available now. The property ID, if you do want to inquire about this one, is Houston 2009. Deposit is the same as first month's rent. Parking, it does have a garage. They're open to longer than 12 months. Features: air conditioning, no HOA, swimming pool, washer and dryer hookups. And then if you scroll down and you look at the potential profit, just based on this $41,000, which again, I'm sure that if you did in-depth comps, you could probably make more. But just this alone is a monthly profit of about $1,000 when you have a 15% buffer on it. So you're really making like 50% on the rent price. Great opportunity here. If you guys have questions around it, it's Houston 2009. Then we're going to take it over to, still in Texas, but this time in Dallas. This is an apartment opportunity. So it's a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom, great rent price, only $1,500. This is also unfurnished. It also has good, healthy margins. But if we scroll through here, you can already see it has a washer and dryer, nice appliances, stainless steel. It's clearly been renovated as well. They want first month's rent and security deposit. One of the great things is with utilities, water is included. Also, if you scroll down a little bit, you can already tell this is in a great location close to the heart of Dallas, Texas. If you also want to open up this map, you can tell this is the 3-mile radius that it's within. Usually it's right within the middle here. So Bishop Arts District, which is a great popular area in Dallas, Texas. I don't see this one lasting very long. Like I said, it's a 1-bedroom, 1-bath. The property ID is Dallas 110. It's available now. Deposit is the same as first month's rent. Parking is a garage, which is awesome. They're also open to longer than a 12-month lease. Air conditioning, no HOA, and like you saw on the photo, washer and dryer included. This is just reiterated here. If you scroll down, you look at the potential profits, you're making about $630 a month. This is just based on the averages in the area. Additional monthly expenses, if you count for utilities, Wi-Fi, things like that, about $225. Now again, rent price is low. You're probably going to be spending less than $2,000 a month on this property. $630 monthly profit, not too bad. Sometimes you have to look at the percentages, like what the percentage return is. I think too many people get caught up in, oh, I need at least $1,000 in profit, $2,000 in profit, $3,000 in profit. Well, with a 1-bedroom, 1-bath apartment in Dallas, Texas, or just an apartment in general, that isn't always the case. You just kind of have to pay attention to those things. However, this is still a great opportunity. This is something where if there is more than one apartment in this building or wherever this property is, it'd be a good opportunity for you to build a strong relationship with the landlord and potentially pick up more down the line if they're an investor or there's somebody that picks up more units. They're similar. So just keep that in mind, the opportunity beyond just the opportunity. Moving on, we're going into a new pool home. However, this one is not only furnished, but it's in a different city and state, Tucson, Arizona. Also with a great rent price. All of these properties so far have had great rent prices. So this is a pool home fully furnished in Tucson for only $2,600 a month. Now, if you scroll through the photos here, it definitely could use some sprucing up. It looks like this is maybe the owner's furniture. So that's definitely a conversation that needs to be had if you are planning on making some changes to it, or if you want your own changes to it. You have to probably make sure that this is the furniture that's going to be included. But they want first month's rent and 1 month's security deposit, and then on top of that, the HOA allows short-term rentals, which it seems this must be in an HOA, and it is. So $2,600 a month, 4-bedroom, 3 bathrooms, available now. Property ID is Tucson 10591. Deposit is the same as first month's rent. Parking is a garage and driveway. Open a longer than 12-month lease. It has air conditioning, swimming pool, washer and dryer included, and Wi-Fi included, so that saves you an expense. And then if you scroll down, you look at the potential profits. Even this is about a 20% return just on the rent alone. However, again, this is a pool home, 4 bedrooms. Airbnb is just going based off of 4 bedrooms in the area. They are not accounting for the pool. So that's something that you might want to do due diligence on, just to see if there might be an opportunity for you to make more than what this is showing you. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Again, if you guys have questions, Tucson 10591. And the last one I'm going to hit on is out of Long Beach, California. This is also an unfurnished property. The great thing about these unfurnished properties is you have the ability to design it the way that you'd like. In the Airbnb game today, design matters, uniqueness matters, furnishing matters. You can't just put any type of functional furniture on a property and slap it on Airbnb and think that it's going to do well. In some markets, it might, especially in the markets that aren't as competitive or popular. But in the markets that I'm showing you, Houston, Dallas, even Tucson, as well as Long Beach, these are all markets where design is going to go a very, very long way. So the fact that these are unfurnished is not necessarily a bad thing. You're just going to have to make sure that your budget can accommodate. So in this property, it's also nicely put together, bright, airy. Overall, a great look, a lot you can do with it. This even shows you what you could potentially do. I definitely think that this is more on the neutral side. I'm sure that if you had a designer, even a virtual designer for a couple $100 help you put something together, they can make it look way better than this. This is a $4,000 a month rent. It's California. It's Southern California at that. Also in a great location. I'm not surprised by this number. If anything, this is actually a pretty good number. Yearly projections are about $70,000. They want first month's rent and 1 month security. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, available now. The property ID is 3116. And like I said, amazing location, really close to the beach. Definitely a place that guests are going to want to be. Parking is off street, which is also very normal in Long Beach. Open to longer than 12 months. No HOA and washer and dryer hookups. So if we scroll down, we look at the potential profit. You're looking at over $1,000 in monthly profit. This is about a 25+% return just on the rent. You account for the additional monthly expenses. I actually think that it could be lower than this. I mean, it is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, but I don't see you spending more than $600 a month on this property for utilities, Wi-Fi. So maybe if you were to do like 10%, you're looking at almost closer to about $1,500 in monthly profit. So great opportunity here, beautiful property. Again, this is Long Beach 3116. So these are the deals of the week, guys. If you guys have any questions around it or if you'd like to discuss further, always feel free to reach out to the team, book a call, send us an email, and we would be happy to accommodate. And we will see you on the next one.